Is the daily walk you're taking truly enough to keep you strong, agile, and vibrant past 60? What if I told you that while walking is great for your heart, mood, and mind, it's unknowingly allowing a silent enemy to steal your independence? Most people believe that consistent walking is the ultimate key to healthy aging, but this common misconception is leaving millions vulnerable to accelerated muscle loss, weakened balance reflexes, and dangerous falls, the very things that cause the most disability and fractures in older adults. Don't let the natural process of aging trick you into thinking decline is inevitable. What if you could reclaim your strength, regain your balance, and rejuvenate your entire body with just 10-15 minutes a day? If you're ready to defy the conventional narrative of aging and live with power, not fear, then you absolutely cannot miss what you're about to discover. This isn't just about exercises, it's about unlocking a future where you move with confidence, energy, and complete freedom. Many of us are familiar with the advice to walk every day, and indeed, its benefits for cardiovascular health and mental well-being are undeniable. However, after the age of 50, our bodies begin a process called sarcopenia, losing between 1% and 2% of muscle mass annually. This isn't just about superficial weakness. It translates into poor posture, persistent joint pain, slower movements, instability, and a profound insecurity in our daily lives. The truth is, walking alone works the cardiovascular system and muscles very superficially, failing to activate crucial power fibers, protect joints effectively, or strengthen the deep muscles vital for preventing falls. This lack of specific stimulus is the real culprit behind lost mobility, not age itself. The hopeful news is that this deterioration is not a normal or irreversible part of aging. Studies have consistently shown that even into our 70s and 80s, the body possesses an incredible capacity to rebuild muscle, regain strength, and restore balance with just a few minutes a day of targeted, specific exercises designed to activate glutes, legs, core, and neuromuscular stability. This video unveils 6 therapeutic, gentle, and impact-free exercises, all scientifically backed, that are designed to awaken your deep muscles, fortify your joints, and radically rejuvenate your posture, balance, and the very way you walk. What you're about to learn has the potential to transform not only your physical mobility, but your entire daily experience, empowering you to age with power and grace. Exercise 1. Wall push-ups. Reclaiming posture and core strength. Wall push-ups are an incredibly complete, safe, and transformative exercise, especially for older adults aiming to recover optimal posture, functional strength, and respiratory health. As we age, it's common to see changes like drooping shoulders, a rounded back, dorsal hyperkyphosis, and a collapsed chest, largely due to weakened core and postural muscles, stiffness in the chest, and a lack of tone in the upper back. This hunched posture not only visually ages you, but significantly reduces lung capacity, throws off balance, escalates the risk of falls, and accelerates overall mobility deterioration. Wall push-ups directly address these issues by strengthening the chest, shoulders, triceps, and the vital stabilizing muscles of the spine, including the serratus anterior, spinal erectors, and transversus abdominis, all crucial for maintaining a firm, aligned torso. Unlike traditional floor push-ups, the wall provides a safe angle that allows for effective muscle activation without straining wrists or compromising the neck and lower back, which is particularly essential for individuals with osteopenia, osteoarthritis, or initial weakness. This exercise also works the body in a chain. As you push against the wall, your core reflexively activates to prevent your torso from collapsing, thereby improving the stability of your body center, a critical element for walking upright, standing without fatigue, and moving with control. Beyond correcting existing patterns, wall push-ups reduce the postural imbalance, returning to the body a more youthful, safer, and efficient alignment. The benefits extend to improved breathing and circulation. By opening the chest and strengthening the supporting muscles of the rib cage, your lungs regain greater expansion capacity, which is vital as lung tissue elasticity naturally decreases with age. Correctly training this area allows older adults to breathe deeper, oxygenate tissues more efficiently, walk with more energy, and experience less fatigue. Furthermore, this exercise develops a fundamental pushing pattern essential for daily independence. Whether pushing a door, rising from a chair, stabilizing yourself during a stumble, or carrying objects. Performing wall push-ups with conscious breathing, inhaling as you approach, exhaling as you push, also activates the diaphragm, reduces neck tension, enhances the parasympathetic nervous system, and helps alleviate stress. It's a single, powerful movement that corrects posture, strengthens the body, improves breathing, protects the spine, and restores stability in a short amount of time without equipment, floor work, or impact. Consistent practice fundamentally transforms how you stand, walk, and move, bringing back security and dignity step by step. Exercise 2. Calf activation, the body's second heart. Calf activation, though often overlooked, is one of the most critical exercises for health, mobility, and independence after 60. The calf muscles, primarily the soleus and gastrocnemius, act as a powerful muscular pump, propelling blood from your legs back to your heart with each contraction. With age and reduced daily movement, the venous system can become less efficient, and the valves in our legs work harder against gravity, leading to common issues like swelling, varicose veins, nighttime cramps, a persistent feeling of heaviness, and poor circulation. A weak calf muscle allows this system to falter, causing blood to accumulate in the ankles and slowing venous return, which impacts not only circulation but also tissue oxygenation and muscle recovery. This is why many older adults describe their legs as feeling dead or devoid of strength. Strengthening the calf reactivates this natural pump, significantly improving blood flow, reducing fluid retention, decreasing inflammation, and alleviating chronic leg fatigue, benefits that no medication or casual walk can achieve on their own. Modern research even highlights the soleus muscle's ability, when properly activated, to increase metabolic expenditure, better regulate glucose, and enhance venous function, positioning it as one of the most important muscles for lower body longevity. But the impact of calf activation extends beyond circulation. It's essential for preventing falls, gaining stability, and reactivating the entire muscular chain of the legs. Every step, every stair climb, and every effort to maintain balance relies on ankle strength and the rapid reaction capability of the calf muscles to changes in terrain. As we age, a concerning phenomenon occurs. The loss of strength and elasticity in the Achilles tendon, combined with a reduction in fast twitch, type 2 muscle fibers responsible for power, often leads to shorter steps, foot dragging, and frequent stumbles. A strong calf muscle enhances ankle stability, sends improved proprioceptive signals to the brain, our sense of body position, and restores the crucial balance reflex, the primary defense against falls, which are the leading cause of fractures and loss of independence in older adults. Moreover, activating the calf ignites the entire posterior chain, including hamstrings, glutes, and spinal erectors, thereby improving overall posture, gait, and the capacity to walk longer distances without pain. It's a small, simple, and impact-free exercise with enormous effects. Better ankles, improved circulation, enhanced stability, reduced swelling and cramps, and a more youthful, fluid, and safe gait. This is why it's often referred to as the pump of life, as keeping it strong literally keeps mobility alive. Exercise 3. Marching in place, dynamic balance, and cardiovascular vitality. Marching in place with high knees stands out as one of the most comprehensive, safe, and effective exercises for older adults who seek to improve their cardiovascular system without impact, recover agility, and simultaneously train their balance. Unlike walking outdoors, which presents risks like uneven surfaces, potential stumbles, or distractions that can induce fear, this exercise is performed in a controlled environment. This allows for deliberately raising the knees, actively engaging the hips, and moving the arms with greater amplitude, thus unlocking vital motor patterns that often diminish with age. Each knee raise strengthens the psoas, hip flexors, and core stabilizing muscles, all indispensable for taking firm steps and lifting feet cleanly off the ground without dragging, a common gait error in older adults. Simultaneously, the continuous sustained rhythm gently elevates the heart rate, boosting lung capacity, circulation, and endurance without placing undue stress on knees, ankles, or hips. This makes it an ideal tool for individuals who are overweight, suffer from osteoarthritis, osteoporosis, or have existing mobility limitations. Furthermore, the coordination required between arms and legs stimulates neuroplasticity, reinforcing the vital connections between the body and brain. This translates into more agile movements, faster reaction times, and a more stable, secure gait. This type of conscious cardio also yields significant emotional benefits, reducing stress, improving mood, and enhancing a sense of control over one's own body. A key factor for those who have lost confidence in walking or live in fear of falling. However, its greatest power lies in its ability to transform the biomechanics of gait and the stability of balance. Deliberately raising the knees forces the body to reactivate the deep muscles of the abdomen, glutes, and pelvic girdle, restoring stability to the body center where all human movement originates. An active core leads to better hip alignment, a straighter posture, and reduced spinal load, which in turn alleviates lower back pain and improves natural walking technique. Moreover, marching with high knees actively trains dynamic balance. The body constantly shifts weight from one leg to the other, practicing weight control, ankle stability, and proprioception, our internal sense of where our body is in space. This is critically important because with aging, reflexes slow, steps shorten, and the base of support often widens in an unconscious attempt to feel safer. However, this rigid pattern can ironically increase the risk of falls. By restoring the natural cycle of gait, this exercise brings back fluidity, cadence, and confidence. In just a few weeks, the improvements are noticeable. Older adults walk with a firmer, longer, more agile step, and with their heads held high. Just 2 to 5 minutes a day of marching in place with high knees not only benefits the heart, but truly restores youthfulness to movement. Exercise 4. The squat, foundation of independence and strength. Without exaggeration, the squat is arguably the single most important functional movement for maintaining independence and strength at any age, but especially after 60. It embodies the fundamental pattern we use every time we get up from a chair, a toilet, or even from bed. Losing the ability to perform this movement unassisted often marks the unsettling beginning of physical dependence. Yet, as years pass, muscular weakness, reduced hip and knee mobility, and a pervasive fear of pain or falling often lead many to avoid this once natural gesture. What few realize is that avoiding the squat paradoxically accelerates deterioration. When untrained, the essential muscles of the lower body, primarily the glutes, quadriceps, and core, lose tone, joints become more rigid, and balance weakens significantly. The squat, by simultaneously engaging large muscle groups, acts as the best natural antidote against sarcopenia. It stimulates both fast and slow twitch muscle fibers, improves bone density, activates the hormonal system, and boosts metabolism. Unlike many other exercises, the squat is entirely functional. Each repetition teaches the body to move with control, align the spine, maintain core stability, and efficiently transfer strength from the legs throughout the rest of the body. When performed correctly, the squat becomes a comprehensive training modality that re-educates movement, protects the knees, strengthens the hips, and restores confidence when standing up. Beyond mere physical strength, the squat offers something far more valuable: autonomy. Through its practice, the crucial connection between body and brain is strengthened, leading to improved coordination, proprioception, and dynamic balance, 3 indispensable pillars for preventing falls, which are the leading cause of fractures and loss of independence in older adults. Research in aging physiology has consistently demonstrated that incorporating squat exercises, even with simple body weight or using a chair for support, significantly enhances bone mineral density, increases walking speed, and sharpens reaction capacity when facing unexpected stumbles. Additionally, by integrating breath control and deep abdominal activation, the squat also strengthens the core, stabilizes the pelvis, and reduces lumbar pressure, resulting in a more upright posture and safer walking. Practicing progressively, starting with chair squats or wall support, is completely safe, and its regular execution promotes more efficient blood flow in the legs and hips, helping to alleviate morning stiffness and joint pain. The true essence of the squat lies not in the number of repetitions, but in the quality and awareness of the movement. Firm feet, controlled breathing, and active abdominal engagement. With just 5 to 10 minutes a day, the squat transforms into a powerful tool for maintaining strength, mobility, and dignity. It's not merely about building muscles, it's about training the freedom to move without fear, to rise independently, and to continue embracing life with energy and security. Exercise 5, glute bridge, the spine's protective shield. The glute bridge is undoubtedly one of the most powerful, safe, and transformative exercises for older adults because it profoundly strengthens the posterior chain, encompassing the glutes, hamstrings, spinal erectors, and deep core muscles that collectively form the true protective shield of the lumbar spine. With age, sedentary lifestyles, excessive sitting, and the progressive weakness caused by sarcopenia often create a vicious cycle. The glutes become inactive, the pelvis destabilizes, the lumbar area overcompensates, and persistent pain emerges. This pattern is so prevalent, it's often called dead butt syndrome, a condition where the glutes fail to perform their essential functions of stabilizing the hip, absorbing impact, and protecting the spine during walking, rising, climbing stairs, or simply standing. The glute bridge directly reverses this process by reactivating the gluteus maximus, the largest and strongest muscle in the human body, and awakening the deep muscles responsible for pelvic support. By raising the hips against gravity, muscle fibers that are rarely engaged in daily life are stimulated, leading to improved tone, circulation, and endurance. The benefits are not just local. By strengthening the entire posterior chain, the body regains its natural alignment, alleviates pressure on the lumbar discs, corrects posture, and reduces the hyperlordosis and stiffness that so many older adults experience upon waking or after prolonged standing. This exercise also effectively activates the core without requiring abrupt movements, making it an exceptionally effective and safe tool for those who fear injury, use a back brace, suffer from recurrent lower back pain, or feel general weakness in their lower back. The impact of the glute bridge on daily life is surprisingly profound because it strengthens the very muscles that most influence functional independence, walking stability, and fall prevention. When the glutes and deep core function correctly, the hip stabilizes, steps become firmer, and the body regains its ability to generate strength from its center, a fundamental aspect of all human movement. Furthermore, improving posterior chain function enhances proprioception, the brain's ability to sense body position, which significantly speeds up reaction time during stumbles and protects older adults from falls, the leading cause of fractures. From a metabolic and circulatory perspective, the glute bridge promotes venous return, eases tension in the lower back, and reduces inflammation caused by years of poor posture or muscle weakness. Even breathing improves, as strengthening the deep core and opening the anterior chain allows the diaphragm to work with greater freedom, boosting oxygenation and the capacity to walk further without fatigue. With just 5 to 10 minutes a day, the glute bridge not only diminishes lumbar pain, but restores the body's natural movement, bringing firmness to the hip, stability to gait, protection to the spine, and a more youthful energy to daily activities like getting up, sitting down, walking, and living. This is why it's considered a cornerstone in longevity and modern rehabilitation programs, as it not only strengthens, but also empowers independence. Exercise 6. Lateral leg raise, the forgotten axis of balance. Lateral leg raises are among the most strategic exercises for older adults because they specifically strengthen a muscle group often neglected yet critical for overall body stability. The hip abductors, particularly the gluteus medius. This muscle is singularly responsible for maintaining balance during walking, stabilizing the pelvis, and preventing the knee from collapsing inward. With age, and especially past 60, the gluteus medius often atrophies due to sedentary lifestyles and the natural progression of sarcopenia. When this muscle weakens, a cascade of issues arises: an unstable gait, noticeable pelvic swaying, lateral hip pain, a very common complaint in older adults, increased overload on the knees and ankles, and a significantly higher probability of stumbles and falls. Biomechanical studies graphically illustrate the gluteus medius as the body's airbag, stabilizing the leg with every single step we take. This muscle fires in milliseconds to prevent us from losing our center of gravity, but if it's weakened, the brain loses this automatic response, and balance dramatically decreases. Lateral raises reactivate this forgotten function by isolating the movement, awakening the crucial mind-muscle connection, and strengthening deep stabilizing fibers that aren't typically engaged during ordinary walking. At a neuromuscular level, this exercise enhances proprioception, the body's spatial awareness, and trains lateral control, which is the most overlooked axis of balance and human movement. While walking primarily addresses forward and backward motion, the majority of falls in older adults occur to the sides. Therefore, strengthening lateral stability is absolutely essential for aging with enduring mobility and security. Its impact on daily life is profound, as lateral leg raises not only strengthen the hip, but also restore firmness to your gait, improve posture, and re-educate the body to move with control, free from insecure swaying or clumsy steps. They also aid in correcting structural problems often associated with aging, such as ankle weakness, knee valgus, knees collapsing inward, lumbar overload, and a loss of pelvic alignment. Particularly, this exercise improves hip joint lubrication and reduces stiffness caused by years of sedentary habits or mild osteoarthritis, as controlled movement increases synovial fluid production, nourishes cartilage, and alleviates pain. Furthermore, by strengthening the gluteus medius, the pelvis stops dropping with each step, allowing for a more stable and efficient stride. This translates into greater confidence when navigating streets, climbing stairs, or standing unsupported. Importantly, this exercise is low impact, safe, progressive, and suitable for almost any physical condition, making it a valuable therapeutic tool used in physical therapy, hip rehabilitation, and modern fall prevention programs. With just 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions per side, 3 times a week, older adults can observe visible improvements in a matter of weeks. Firmer steps, enhanced balance, reduced pain, and a renewed sense of control over their own bodies. Thus, lateral raises are not merely an exercise to strengthen the leg. They are a powerful antidote against fragility, the insecurity of walking, and the pervasive fear of falling, the fear that most profoundly steals freedom after 60. The synergistic power of a combined approach, your independence blueprint. Beyond the individual virtues of each exercise, their true power manifests when they are combined into a progressive, consistent routine. Squats, glute bridges, lateral raises, and the other movements presented work in concert to activate what science identifies as fundamental movement patterns. The essential gestures the human body requires to remain autonomous, such as pushing, pulling, stabilizing, extending the hip, bearing load, and maintaining balance. Numerous studies unequivocally show that after 50, what most significantly erodes quality of life is not age itself, but the cumulative loss of muscle mass, sarcopenia, and neuromuscular strength. This critical decline directly impacts balance, posture, endurance, and overall joint function. These exercises strategically tackle the problem at its root. They activate the glutes and core, which are the true engines of longevity. They fortify the stabilizing musculature of the hip. They alleviate pressure on the spine. They re-educate the gait pattern. They improve proprioception, and they systematically reprogram the body to move with greater efficiency, elasticity, and control. In essence, this routine doesn't just build muscles. It restores human movement itself, returning agility, security in walking, and the vital ability to climb stairs, squat down, rise from the floor, or carry weight without fear or pain. This type of training, when practiced consistently, demonstrates an impact that extends far beyond the physical realm. It enhances brain oxygenation, decreases systemic inflammation, stabilizes glucose levels, dramatically reduces the risk of falls by up to 50%, and judiciously activates metabolic pathways associated with longevity, such as AMPK and mTOR. What's most inspiring is that the human body responds positively at any age, even into your 70s or 80s, because muscle is an incredibly adaptable tissue throughout life. This is why every single repetition counts. You are actively teaching your nervous system to move better, reinforcing your skeleton through your muscles, and building an invaluable independence insurance for your future. Approach these exercises with intention, patience, and unwavering consistency. Your body inherently desires to remain strong and capable. It simply needs the correct stimulus to awaken its true potential. Seize your future. Age with power and freedom. Aging doesn't have to equate to an inevitable loss of strength, balance, or freedom. You've now seen simple, highly effective, and scientifically supported exercises that hold the power to fundamentally change your body and your life if you commit to practicing them consistently. The moment to choose is now. Will you continue to let time dictate your physical destiny, or will you take decisive control and proactively build a strong, stable body free from the fear of movement? Don't wait until pain limits you, until you become dependent on others, or until your life's horizons shrink. Start today. Give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell so you don't miss future transformative content, and save this video. Begin practicing this routine and join a growing community on this empowering path toward active, independent, and energy-filled aging. Your best version isn't in the past. It's right in front of you, and it begins with that very first repetition. Your body and your health will profoundly thank you.